Hey, you guys. Welcome everybody to the chat. What's today? Happy Sunday. I know everybody's Sunday is basically over, but happy Sunday. I really didn't even want to come live because I'm just like, I get so mad about this stuff, talking about Jazzy and this whole situation. It's just like, I sometimes I just, I refrain from going live because, like, it gets too much. Hey Rakisha, hey love, Nicole E, hey baby, Mysterious, Justina, Melissa, Kimberly, hey you guys, hey everybody, Maggie, hey love, Kayla, Shay K, hey love, Sabriel, is that how you say it? Sabriel I don't know how you say that. Hopefully I'm saying it right. But hey you guys, hey everybody. Before you guys come in or before you guys go out, make sure you guys hit that like button and make sure you follow that Instagram, Spill Tea with TaylorXo. Hey Dominique, hey Love, hey Nerly, hey Lisa plus three, hey Love. Yeah, protect your energy. Yeah, girl, it's a mess. Clem Carter, hey Love. Taylor, I know it gets hard, but I believe that the voices of the reactors are going to help those children. Oh, yeah, for sure. I hope it does because clearly there's no, family or, close friends advocating for the kids. So it's good that, you have the reactors and people really advocating for these kids that, that should be done, that should have been done. And it's sad that, reactors and subscribers literally have to advocate for these kids because they don't have family. Hey, Treese. Hey, Love. Hey, Santana. Um, Girl, it does. It really makes my blood boil. Um, I'm doing good, love. Just like so tired. I always tell y'all I could sleep all day. Tomorrow I'll be 20 weeks. I really wanted to like do a separate pregnancy update, but I might just come live and do that tomorrow. But yes, I do turn 20 weeks tomorrow. So halfway through, y'all. I'm halfway through already. So hey Julie, hey love, hey Bella Bougie. Girl, we'll get into that. We're gonna get into that. These females are always doing too much, but not in the right way. Girl, buttons all day. Hey love. Hey everybody. Like I said, joining the chat. Happy Sunday. Make sure you guys hit that like button and make sure you guys follow the Instagram Spill Tea with TaylorXo. But y'all, we're gonna get into this real quick. I don't want to make the live too long, and I might drop the link so we can have a caller come in and basically just give their thoughts on this whole situation. I know a lot of reactors and people have been talking about it on these YouTube streets for the past couple days since Jazzy had made that live. And this is hey Black and Bougie, hey love. And this is how I know the CPS is just a storyline and they're not really coming because they would not just be allowing stuff like that just happen to slide. Yeah. Yes, an update will be nice. No pressure, but we worry about you. Yes, girl. I will, sometimes I feel like there's no point in me coming to do like a whole separate live for a pregnancy update because it's just like how many people are really that interested in it. But y'all, I will come live tomorrow and do like a small little pregnancy update. Like I said, since I'm 20 weeks. Um, my first granddaughter was just born on the 21st. Little Miss Raya, she's such a beauty. Oh, congratulations, Melissa. Congratulations, love. That's great. Hope she's healthy. Um, what happened? I've been under the loop. My father-in-law passed away. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, love. Prayers for your family. But y'all, so like I said, we're gonna get into this real quick. Me, I enjoy your okay, love. Yeah, I'll do one tomorrow. Um, I just been having like a few, not too many like scary things going on. I just been having a little bit of issues with my blood pressure during this pregnancy. I've never had high blood pressure in my other pregnancies, but for some, and it's not like it's, consistent high blood pressure. It's like when I'm, getting riled up, or like if I get like from being real sick, if like it's I've went to the ER, I've made a couple ER trips, and every time I go in the ER I have like exceptionally high blood pressure. I know the last time I went into the ER a few weeks ago, it was 170. So um, they just been, trying to kind of monitor or have me monitor my blood pressure, just because I've never had blood pressure issues up until this time. So I'm just wondering, like, what's going on, or so I'll get into that tomorrow. But that's really been my only issue with this pregnancy so far. So we'll see how that goes. Hey, Miss Shanae, is it Shanae or Shani? Um, hey, lovely Gabriel. Hey, love. Melissa, yeah, love. I'm having my third girl. Yep, my third girl. It could just be because you don't feel well. Yeah, that's what they were saying, because it's like only when I'm coming in like from being sick, or like I'm worked up, it's not like it's like consistent when I go to my doctor's appointments, it's high. So I don't know what's up with that. But even still, I've never had like that high blood pressure like that. I don't know. But we'll get into it, y'all. Hey Nicole Fry, hey love. All right, y'all. So as you guys know, I'm all over the place, y'all. It's like I haven't been going live as much, and it's just I'm kind of like rusty on going live. I'm so used to just um doing my videos and just kind of getting out the way. I kind of just, haven't staying away from lives just because I usually don't feel well, or I'm too tired or something like that. So excuse me if I'm just like all over the place and just, with my lives, y'all. It's I have to start going live more, and I promise I posted on my Instagram that I would start going live and post more content for you guys, because I miss going live like I used to, like every day. And I don't want people to think I'm leaving y'all hanging or I'm done with YouTube. Y'all bear with me. But yeah, Melissa, I'm doing a registry, love. I'm gonna probably post it probably in May or June, the beginning of June or the end of May. I'll be posting a registry for you guys. So I'll let you guys know when I do post it. I definitely will. I post it on my community posts, my Instagram, my Discord, wherever you guys have me. I'll be posting it for you guys to definitely, participate in that. Um, your health come first. We will be here. Yes, love. Yeah, I know. Keep monitoring your blood pressure. Yeah, they ordered me a blood pressure cuff, which I could have just ordered it off Amazon, but my insurance covers it. So they're ordering me one so I can start taking my blood pressure at home regularly. And so, just making sure that it's not going over anything um, that it's not supposed to be. Yeah, the first trimester, girl. Thank you, Justina. Yeah, girl. I'm just so glad I'm out of the first trimester. It's always the roughest, and mine are just, beyond rough. But no matter what going through, you're gonna have a healthy baby girl. God already has his hands on you to take away the sickness. Thank you, Marina, love. You guys are so sweet. Thank you, love. All right, y'all. So I see a lot of you are saying, is she really pregnant? We're gonna get into it. I was gonna play the audio for you guys. Just like specific parts of the live that everybody's been going crazy about, which they should be. Everybody's been posting about, everybody's been in an uproar about, and it's not like this has been anything new with Jazzy. Since my shabby life, since she's came on this YouTube stuff, people have noticed a lot of things going on with these kids that aren't supposed to be going on. Being starved, being locked up in rooms, just being neglected, just not being treated like kids should be. And, it's sad that we've had to see all this play out in front of our eyes on YouTube, because, a lot of the times we don't usually see vloggers that are just, that post these type things, which I'm glad that she does. I always say that I'm really glad that she does post this type stuff, because we see what's really going on. And like I said, if this type stuff is going on camera, then I could imagine what's truly going on behind closed doors that we don't see every day. And which the kids basically, hey, Mo 14, hey, baby. And which, basically I really feel like at this point, specifically in Maya, but these kids really seem to come on camera and cry out for help without crying out for help. And if it was me, I wish I could just take these babies and take them home and feed them and treat them, as they should be treated. Because it's not fair, for them to have to suffer because they have a mother that cannot get it right, that decided to have kids without a stable man in the home. Um, a mother that just decided to have kids, just to have kids. You have a lot of women out here who have kids just to have kids. There's no true meaning behind it. There's no true care for it. They don't care if a father sticks around or not. They don't care who it's by. They just want a baby. And then when they do have the baby, they realize how much work children are. And it's like, these kids have to suffer in the end because these women just have kids just to have them. And at this point, people have been saying, Jazzy has these kids, and after they're out of the baby stage, she doesn't want nothing to do with them. And I truly believe it, and that happens with not just her, but a lot of mothers, once kids get out of the 1 year old mark and, they have to, they become more demanding. They start walking, you have to get them to start talking. You have to potty train them. You have to get them on that route to go out in the world and go to school and, interact with other people, other kids. It just becomes very hard and overwhelming for mothers, especially for the ones that don't have fathers that are sticking around in the home for these children. So the children, hey, King Mike Productions, hey, I was just watching your shorts too. They're so funny. Um, but yeah, a lot of these times, the mothers just bail out, once it starts getting hard. The hard part of potty training, teaching, sitting down and doing those type things. And, financially too, it gets hard because, I mean, it's hard from the start, but um, just overall kids in general. And you have these mothers who they don't end up staying with the fathers, so then they bring other men in the home, and then these other men that get in the homes, they don't want nothing to do with these kids because at the end of the day, the way these men look at it is like, those aren't my kids, those aren't my babies. I'm not obligated to feed them. Let somebody else feed them. Let them be their father's problem. So a lot of the times these mothers will adjust the way that they are, to please their man and kind of forget about the kids that they had and kind of focus on the potential of having a baby with this new man or the new babies that they have with the new man. And it really, like I said, it really is unfortunate because like I say, the kids always have to pay for it. And in this case, Jazzy had these 4 kids by Philip, and she had these kids pretty early. I did hear of her abortions that she did have when she was 13, 14, and so on with these other men. But um she had these kids early. She was in college. She had them with Philip, and we all know what Philip did and what went on to happen was he went to jail as soon as the twins were born. And then after that, it was kind of like she was by herself. And the typical mother, they get overwhelmed, but there's a difference between being overwhelmed and just straight out neglecting your kids. And that's what this woman has done. She has not been overwhelmed. Every mother is overwhelmed, whether you have one and you're with the father, whether you have two and you're not with the father. Every mother has a point where they're overwhelmed and they want to break. But at the end of the day, we always have to come through for our babies. We always have to wake up. We always have to feed them, clothe them, give them the love that they need and deserve, and we move on with their life. Because at the end of the day, sis, when you decide to have kids, when you lay down and you do this and that with these men, that's what comes of it. And she happened to have 4 by this man. So she moved on, and then she got with Chris and she had this other baby. And it just seems like after, she's been with Chris and she's had this other baby, her other 4 have always been on the back burner. But it's even worse now. And she's coming on live, and these kids are constantly saying they're hungry, they're hungry. You don't parent with the expectation of a break. Exactly. Once you get pregnant with these kids, you automatically know when the baby comes, you're going to have to feed it every 2 hours, change it. You are the full dependent of this baby. You don't have babies thinking, oh, okay, well, they'll do it themselves. Or, sis, no, it doesn't work that way. Babies don't take care of themselves. They don't change their own diapers. They don't wipe their own ass. They don't feed themselves. They don't go to the kitchen and get on the stove and make, not even when they're 4 years old. I mean, it takes a very long time for kids to be independent, but, that's the hardest part. Not the hardest part, but, physically, that does become one of the hardest parts in parenting is when they're little, and kids demand a lot. They depend on you for everything. So I highly doubt when this unfit, just pitiful mother, Jazzy, just, and I'm not even gonna call her a mother because it's just like, how do you even call this a mother? When you see these type things go on her YouTube channel, and she just seems to have no care about it. She did not end up privating that live that she did. And she knew that, this was gonna, fire up the YouTube streets, and it was gonna get people fired up. Just like my shabby life did. At the end of the day, people don't like neglect of kids. It's just, it is what it is. People don't like to see kids neglected, especially if you're a mother that does take care of your kids. Sis, it infuriates, mothers who do actually do for their kids and freely just have their kids go to the refrigerator to get something to eat. It's not the end of the world. A child wanting a snack is not the end of the world. And if that was your intention on, starving your kids and being greedy with food and making kids, starve and wait around till your fat ass is ready to get up and make them a meal and get them a snack, then you should have rethought about having kids. Because, sis, it's beyond pathetic at this point now that we're still in 2022 coming on live, and basically, just, having to talk about you not feeding your kids. It's beyond crazy to me. Like I said, we're in 2022. I don't know when my shabby life came out, but we've been this has been the same old story with Jazzy for years and years, and it has not changed. And no CPS visits has changed her. No reactors saying whatever. Nothing that we've said and done has changed her. She may have changed, what cleaning products she buys for the house, or, you know, something like that, but nothing significant, like, feeding her kids, having her kids openly be able to go to the pantry and grab a snack if they want it. It's just past sick at this point now. And I really just, I feel for these kids, especially Amaya. It's pretty bad when you have kids, they know you're on live and they're coming up to you begging, saying that they're hungry. So I'm gonna play these two clips of Amaya in this live speaking on, or saying to her mother that she's starving and she wants something to eat. And us mothers, especially for a 6-year old, we would look at it like, all right, baby, go to the pantry, get you something to eat, fruit, but that's it. Nothing too big, because obviously we know that, they didn't eat dinner yet, which it was 6:30 at night. The kids should have been ate. These kids are in school all day long. I remember back then, even when I was in school, sometimes we would eat lunch at 10:30 in the morning. You never know when these kids have lunch. I'm assuming that in elementary school they do have a set lunch, but um, I was eating lunch at 10:30 in the morning, and to wait all darn day. And, she mostly packs their lunch. And from what I've seen that she packs in their lunches, it's barely anything. I mean, it's not a full packed lunch to where it would hold them over for the whole entire day. And then they could go on about their day. But these kids are not only starving at home, but they're starving at school too. I mean, she doesn't even pack full lunches for the kids to go to school. Her last vlog that she did, she had a small little lunchable in there with a juice pack, and it's just like, sis, that is not enough for growing kids. That is not enough. And at this point, why should we have to keep telling you this after 5 kids? Why do we need to tell you this? Shouldn't you look at your kids, how skinny they are, and just tell right off the bat, I'm not feeding my children enough? Why do reactors have to get on YouTube and bash your sorry ass for you to just get it through that thick ass forehead that you're not feeding your kids. They give the kids 20 minutes to eat. If you don't finish, they don't care. Exactly, Nicole. You know, when we were in school, you don't get all day to eat your lunch. You get 20 to 30 minutes, and that's pushing it. And then that's it. You got to pack up your lunch, and you're done for the rest of the day. These kids aren't kindergarten where they're getting snacks all day. They're literally eating lunch, and they come home, and these kids depend on dinner. These kids depend on dinner to eat. So, why is it that these kids are being deprived of a simple snack before dinner? I don't understand that. So, what I will say that I don't understand is that this girl is home all damn day. She not only has one car now, but she has three cars sitting home. Okay, three cars sitting home. So that means that if Chris happens to not be there, which the bum is never there, let's just say that he is not there. You have a car to where you have all day to run three kids only to the grocery store and get them a dinner that you can make for when they get home, and start making that dinner right before you probably go to pick them up. So then by the time they get home, they can have a dinner ready shortly after they get home. Kids who are in school all day long with a sorry ass lunch pack should not have to wait till 6:30, 7 o'clock to eat dinner. It and without a snack. When I came home from school, my mom always had a snack, for when you get home from school, because we just all know as mothers that when our kids get home, they're hungry. They need an after school snack. I mean, there's no sin in that. You grocery shop, you get food stamps for these kids. If it wasn't for these kids, then you wouldn't get no damn food stamps. You would not be getting the food stamps if the kids weren't even in the home. So why is it that you're literally depriving these kids of food when you wouldn't even get the $1,000 in food stamps if it wasn't for the damn kids? What is a cup of fruit, a pack of cookies or cheese that's gonna hurt and spoil their whole dinner? No, sis, that's an excuse because you don't want to feed these kids. You cannot tell me that these kids will get full off of a whole fruit cup or a pack of cheeses before dinner. Sis, the way these kids are looking, I will tell you that they could probably eat 5 dinners in a row, and I will guarantee you that they will still be ready for another dinner after that. The way these kids are looking, you cannot tell me that these kids get full. They're never full from what I see. I'm sure these kids are never full. I'm sure they never go to bed with a full stomach on them. I'm sure they don't. Let me get into these comments real quick. When my daughter rode the bus, I always brought her something to drink and snack as soon as she got off the bus. Maggie, yeah, it's just simple as that. It's simple things that mothers do. Hey, Candy Eats Love. Hey, love. Kids only get 30 minutes. I used to monitor kids in the cafeteria while they ate, and literally all they get, and some don't even finish, then they have to wait to get home to eat it. Exactly. And I'm sure Amaya and Caitlin don't have any leftovers to bring home. I'm pretty sure they eat all what's given to them, and they come home and they rely on dinner because they're hungry. Because what she packs in their lunches is barely even enough. She gets over 1,500 in stamps, including pandemic help. Exactly. So why is it that these kids are not allowed to eat? But when your boyfriend wants to go in the refrigerator and cook him up some chicken and whatever he wants to eat, he's allowed to do that. But when your kids go into the kitchen, they're not allowed to eat anything. They're basically, nope, you can't eat nothing till dinner. But since you don't even have dinner ready till 7, 8 o'clock. Now, when she did this live and she got off the live, it was about 6:30, 7 o'clock. And I went on to her video, and this was around like 8:30. I went on her video, and she had commented under somebody's comment, and it had said 2 minutes ago. And it was about 8:30, and she had said that the kids had just got done eating dinner. So sis, you mean to tell me that these kids are not eating till 8:30 at night? 8:30 at night or 8 o'clock, you're waiting to give these kids dinner. These are not just older kids that are eating. These are two twins, 4-year-old kids that need to eat too. Because in the live, Ava and Aiden were asleep most of the live. And I'm pretty sure that these kids are just going to sleep, at this time of day because it was like 6:30, 7 o'clock. Nope, I'm sorry. No child should be sleeping no 7:30, whatever at night, especially when they're due to go to bed soon, I'm sure. And we all know that once kids go to sleep, even for an hour, it ruins their whole entire sleep schedule. They're up all night. And even Caitlin had told her, like, you might want to wake the kids up because they're going to be up all night. And I'm sure Jazzy won't care. She'll be in the room with little Legend and she'll be, soaking up the time with him or sleeping and not even giving a crap about whether or not those kids are up or not. But these kids are falling asleep from boredom, from hunger, because they're so hungry. I'm sure they get to a point to where, like, well, let me just sleep this off. I'm so damn hungry. So it seems like Amaya is the only one that kind of, presses the issue of being hungry because Caitlin doesn't seem to say anything or mention anything. The other kids, they will say they're hungry, but, not as much as Amaya comes out and says she's hungry. Amaya is hungry and she's not afraid to say it, which she shouldn't be. She's a child. A child shouldn't be afraid to go to their mother and say that they're hungry because we as mothers, it's our responsibility to, okay, baby, if you're hungry, go get you a fruit, go get you a bag of Cheez-Its, and I'm going to make dinner. It's simple and plain. You're a mother. This is not hard. She makes mothering so hard. It's not that hard. You get food stamps for these kids. You get government assistance. You have a YouTube check. You have a baby daddy up in there who supposedly has two jobs. Why are the kids starving? Why is it such a big deal for these kids to eat? I just don't get it. Y'all, we're going to get into the pregnant part, but I just wanted to get into this starving thing because it literally blows my mind. Like, why is this so hard? Poor Maya was eating her boogies. Yes, the poor girl was eating her boogies like it was a whole meal, like it was a pack of chips because she was so hungry. And when you have a child doing that, sis, you don't went too far. You don't went too far. And that's all I'm gonna say on that. But I will get into my bad, y'all. So I'm gonna get into this audio because I'm not gonna put the video up, but I'm gonna get into this audio of Amaya telling this woman that she's hungry, and this girl just gets annoyed and blows it off like, "Girl, get out of my face!" Like she said to Amaya, "Girl, bye." And it's she's doing this on YouTube. And I'm sitting here thinking, is there anybody in either side of the family that's watching this stuff? Is anybody watching? Is anybody advocating for these kids? Is anybody calling Jazzy, sorry, you know what up, and saying, yo, feed them kids? What the hell are you doing? Feed them damn kids. It's not that hard. Where's the father at? The father's home now. I mean, he should be responsible for at least something. I know he's going on live, seeing his kids. I mean, even when the kids were over there and he filmed them eating, the kids seemed like it was their first, like they haven't ate in a month. Hey, Sean J. Hey, love. If she can't cook, please look at the. But girl, at this point, it's not even about cooking the meals. It's just on the fact that she won't even give these kids, let alone she doesn't even want to cook. But she won't even give these kids snacks. And it's just like, are you kidding me? So people had said on the live that, she looked like she was mad. Hey Red Tay, hey love. She looked like she was mad, and people were saying that she was maybe mad at because Philip didn't take the kids for the weekend, or that she was mad that Chris was running the streets, not there as usual. So I don't know what she was mad about. And people, girl, I was just about to say hashtag that. Everybody dropped in the damn chat, save the children, hashtag save these damn children, because it's pathetic. Hot dogs and macaroni and cheese, something, girl, okay. Like, sis, even if you can't cook, give them damn kids some macaroni and cheese and a damn hot dog. And not no little ass portion. I'm talking about a good enough portion to where them kids go to bed and they're not saying, oh, damn, I'm starving. It's just like, it's not even about her feeding them at this point. It's the portions. It's like she's purposely doing this. Like, sis, when you spoon out that food on the damn plates, that's not enough. Them kids are still hungry. You're their mother. Mothers know best. Them kids aren't hungry, aren't satisfied, and you know it. You know it. Girl, it's just there's so many healthy snacks that you can have. Girl, bag of apples, bag of oranges, grapes, bananas, strawberries, something. Yeah, hashtag save the children. Y'all spam it up in the comments. Save the children. Hashtag save the children. Because clearly CPS is not doing anything. CPS is not doing anything. Jazz finesses the hell out of these CPS workers with, oh, I'm a YouTuber. And, it's people calling because they're mad and jealous. Girl, nobody's mad and jealous of you. We want these damn kids fed and we want these kids taken care of. Because clearly you don't care. You don't even care about your own kids. So this was, hold on, y'all. Those babies are malnourished. Exactly. Bags under their eyes. I could fit two fingers around these children's arms. It's just like, and are you kidding me? I mean, I can't even do that with my two kids, and they're smaller than them. Like what size clothes do these kids wear? Are these kids going to the doctor? Is the doctor telling Jazzy that these kids are underweight severely and they need to gain weight? I heard a while back that there was a comment, and I'll never forget it, that somebody said that she doesn't want her children fat. So is that why you're starving them, sis? Because you say you don't want fat kids? Is that why you're starving them? Because please tell me that's not why you're starving them damn kids, because that's sick. Because you know what? You're over there big as hell too. So what? You're the only one in the house that's allowed to have weight on you, and that sorry ass bum over there, the kids can't have weight on them. You don't want fat kids. Well, how about they don't want a fat mother, but they still have one? Do they have a choice? It's sickening, and if that is the case, it's sick. It's sick. I don't even want to think that that's really what's going on over there, and you're starving them kids because you don't want no weight on them kids. Sis, why do you want your kids walking around looking all malnourished, bags under their eyes? Why do you even want that? That's not even a look that you should even want to have it as a mother. You should want people looking at your babies like, damn, they're fed, they're clothed, they look happy, they're healthy. That's what you should want people to look at your kids and say. Those are some happy, healthy kids. But no, this girl is too busy worried about pleasing a man, buying for a man. She don't care about the kids. She don't care. She does not care. She locks those twins up all day. And I know they're barely fed. They're probably, and which from what I've seen, they're only let out to eat. They get lunch, they come back in the room. They're in the room all the time. Sis, it's crazy. You have them kids never presentable looking, ever. Them kids are never presentable looking on holidays, birthdays, whenever. Ava is so tiny, girl. Ava and Amaya are just so tiny. And even Aiden, he's a little boy. Little boys love to eat. Little boys love to eat. They love food. I've heard, and even little, when I have my little brother, they will eat you out of a house. Little boys love to eat. They need a lot of food to keep their energy up, which that's the girls too, but especially little boys. And Aiden, you can see his bones in his chest. You can see his ribs. When he eats like he hasn't ate in months. It's just like this even goes far back to the beginning of time when she did YouTube, when Philip went to jail. And she will wake up at 12 in the afternoon, and the kids wouldn't eat breakfast till 12 in the afternoon. Or when they did eat, it was a small meal. It's been going on for forever now. And now we're really seeing it because the kids are skin and bones. So now we're really seeing it. We're really seeing the effects of these kids just being neglected. You're starting to see it in these kids. And I just, for the life of me, I don't understand why they have no family, nobody advocating for them. I really don't. So this was Amaya. First of all, I had a regular shirt on. Hold on, y'all. Girl, save the children. Hey, Rada says, baby ordinary is bigger than Ava. Girl, she makes sure that baby's fed. Oh, she makes sure that baby's fed. You know, she goes around stressing for formula, all this and that. She'll stress about him eating, but she won't stress about those four kids eating. And what really got me was when she went on live yesterday, the day before in the morning, making those kids breakfast at 12 o'clock in the afternoon. 12 o'clock in the afternoon. And while she's sitting there feeding the baby all the food, all his breakfast, you know, I'm sure he had a bottle before that, then giving him his baby cereal, you got the older kids running around the counter looking like, why is he getting fed and we gotta wait? You got a Maya circling around the food, waiting for her food to be done, and she's just steady worrying about feeding this damn baby. It's crazy, y'all. It's crazy. You know, feed them big kids. Those are big kids. They need to get fed. That hey Erica, hey love. You know, you got big kids that are starving that want to be fed. You already feed that boy formula. So I'm sure he can wait. I'm sure Legend was able to wait until them big kids got fed. So you mean to tell me that that's over that Legend is a priority over which all her kids should be a priority, but Legend could have waited, sis. He definitely could have waited until the big kids got fed. It's crazy. And I'm sure she's gonna turn these kids against each other. She will turn these kids against each other and they will resent Legend. They will. They will. There's 180 y'all in the chat. Make sure you guys hit that like button. Make sure you follow the Instagram, Spill Tea with TaylorXo. But these kids are going to resent this baby because they're going to look at it like, why is it always him first and we're always last? Why is it we're always last and he's always first? This baby drinks formula. And I'm sure she gave him formula, but she had to make it a point to get him on live and show that she was not only feeding him, but feeding him first. While you got these hungry kids walking around the counter wondering, where the hell is my food? It's crazy, y'all. It really is. It's crazy. And then our bathroom light. Hold on, y'all. I think I missed it. Pretend this is one of your body cells. So this is what her response was to Amaya when Amaya told her that she was hungry. This is the mother of the year's response to when her daughter tells her that she's hungry. Hold on, y'all. Come closer, I keep missing. Girl, isn't it just like Flowers in the Attic? Y'all remember? She might be feeding that baby, but I bet you he's not getting the prop. Girl, you know, I wouldn't even put it past her too. She's just so pathetic and does this slimy stuff to her kids. I wouldn't even put it past that is the case. That he's also probably not being fed up to par neither. Um, I keep skipping ahead of it. Girl, remember Flowers in the Attic? Y'all remember Flowers in the Attic? I'm sure y'all watched Flowers in the Attic. It's terrible. You know, one of the kids end up dying. You know, she lives in Texas. It's hot. What if one of these kids, you know, just drop dead from being from the mix of the hunger and the heat? You cannot just be not feeding kids and it's hot as hell outside. Like, are you kidding me? You're gonna mix heat and hunger, sis. You're gonna end up in jail for one of those kids, and I'm telling you, you will. You will end up in jail. I keep. Hold on. Girl, yes, great movie. Hold on, y'all. My bad. I keep skipping over it. What's up? Oh, girl, that's a classic movie. Such a classic movie. I love it. You can't find it anywhere. All right, y'all. Well, I'm not because I can't. I'm trying to. Hold on. We're gonna go to the other part. All right, y'all. So this is one of Amaya's. This is a little audio of when Amaya was telling her about her hunger, and these are her responses.
What do you keep getting? Where's he finding these fries? Put that away. Trash. Maybe in the twins. We is not eating fries.
Even Bentley's walking around looking for a damn French fry on the floor. He's hungry as hell too. They're all hungry. Everybody's hungry up in there. But that bum.
I knew you had McDonald's. How you do they have McDonald's? I didn't eat McDonald's. They did.
Hide McDonald's from those damn kids. She's pathetic.
Mommy, but I'm starving. Girl, you just had a snack. Yeah, but I starve a lot.
Well, hold on. What did she just say?
So that's all she can use heat once in a while. I mean, I'm glad I understand what time. No, I must go to bed. Good night, Kellen. Scissors. I have scissors over there. My house is locked in my door. I'm checking my camera before I go to bed, okay? Let me check my fries. What do you keep getting? Where's he finding these fries? Put that away. Trash. Maybe in the twins. We is not eating fries. You don't eat that. Hey. No, the twins ate at the table, and they must have dropped some over there earlier. And you didn't give us any, and I knew you had McDonald's. How you do they have McDonald's? I didn't eat McDonald's. They did. They was hungry when we was out. Mommy, but I'm starving. Girl, you just had a snack. Yeah, but I starve a lot. Well, we're gonna go get food in a minute. Whenever I'm done with y'all's heads. No.
She said, I knew you went to go get McDonald's and I knew you didn't get us any, and I starved a lot. You have this 6-year-old girl coming on this live saying she starves a lot. And I know people can say, oh, she's just saying it for the live. Oh, this is, this is, this is, her just trying to get attention. This is a child that is 6 years old saying that she starves a lot. She starves a lot. Like, are you kidding me? And as a mother, that didn't do something to you in that moment. Like, you know what? Let me go you know what, Amaya, baby, go to the refrigerator and grab you something to eat. And we're going to get up and we're going to go get food in a minute. That was not your reaction as a mother. You just tell her, oh, we'll get food in a little bit, while you still got half of Kaylin's head to go and unwrap from the braids. And she's sitting here saying she starves a lot. And that didn't hit a nerve. That didn't do nothing to you. That's embarrassing, sis. It's just straight embarrassing. I'm gonna listen to that one more time because I can't even believe. I can't even believe.
So that's all she can use heat once in a while. I mean, I'm glad I understand what time. No, I must go to bed. Good night, Kellen. Scissors. I have scissors over there. My house is locked in my door. I'm checking my camera before I go to bed, okay? Let me check my fries. What do you keep getting? Where's he finding these fries? Put that away. Trash. Maybe in the twins. We is not eating fries. You don't eat that. Hey. No, the twins ate at the table, and they must have dropped some over there earlier. And you didn't give us any, and I knew you had McDonald's. How you do they have McDonald's? I didn't eat McDonald's. They did. They was hungry when we was out. Mommy, but I'm starving. Girl, you just had a snack. Yeah, but I starve a lot. We're gonna go get food in a minute. Whenever I'm done with y'all's head. No. No way.
She said, I'm gonna go get y'all's food. And she said when. And she told Amaya, whenever I'm done with y'all's head. Whenever I'm done with y'all's head, sis, when is that? When is that gonna be? When are you gonna be done with their head? You know that these kids are hungry. She's saying she starves a lot. I just and when cuz I was in the live when it was live and I just couldn't even believe. I couldn't even believe that she had the nerve to just bypass that like it was nothing. Like sis, none of these other vloggers you see come up on here with children have their children in lives talking about they starve a lot. They're hungry. You know when these kids get off of school, you know that they're hungry. Are come on, man. So you're telling me that you don't that dinner's not a part of their routine coming home, that they have to wait around till whenever you're done doing something? She clearly said that this was on Friday she did this live. Sis, you had all weekend to do that when they were home. Why would you wait till they get home from school, they're hungry, they want to settle down, to take their hair down, knowing it would be hours and they wouldn't be able to eat till 7, 8 o'clock at night? Are you kidding me? You had all weekend to do this, but no, you're going to wait till they come home from school and they're all hungry. And you know they're hungry and they're always hungry from what we've heard and from what we've seen. Even the bum said that the kids are always saying they're hungry. Sis, you knew all this. You, like I said, you know when they get home. I was just amazed. I was amazed by it. So I'm gonna drop the link, and if anybody wants to call in and comment, you're free to do so. I'll probably just accept one caller, um, so we don't make this too long. Hold on, y'all. I don't think I copied it. It's so sad, y'all. It really is. It breaks my heart that these kids have to go through this. It really does. It breaks my heart. And I don't see this changing for these kids. I don't see anybody advocating any more than they already are now for these kids. And poor Amaya, she's just, for anybody to think that this girl is on live doing this for attention, or because this poor girl is not doing it for attention. She's the only one out of the kid group that can speak up for their Aiden and Ava cannot speak for themselves. They can barely even talk, say their own name. She is the one speaking up for the rest of these kids, because we all know that all the kids are starving, including Caitlin. And Caitlin seems to kind of watch her mouth. She doesn't want to say, nothing to upset her mother. She wants to just keep it cool, calm, and collected. But she was starving too. She kept asking her mother, "Can we just wash the hair tomorrow? I'm hungry. I want to get this done." Amaya is the one who speaks up and she tells it like it is, because you do have some kids that they don't care. Some kids are strong-willed, and I'm glad that Amaya is, because this may be the only way, in the future, that this girl can get anything out of this woman. I mean, because clearly these kids are just going to be left to starve, and Kayla's not going to say anything. Aiden's not going to say anything. Ava's not going to say anything. These kids keep quiet so they don't, probably get fed less and bug their mother and make their mother mad. But are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Like I said, the fact that this in 2022 with Jazzy is still an issue after her having her fifth child. And so let's speak on it too. I know a lot of people are commenting, is she pregnant again? Well, as you guys saw in the live, she was wearing this big old sweater. And there was, my Discord and a couple other people that pointed this out, that she's been real cranky lately, that in that live, she was wearing this big old sweatshirt and kind of like stuffed it in front of her stomach. And she's already been claiming for a while now that she's, since she's had Legend, that she's wanted this sixth child. And a lot of people are suspecting, even when she does not wear a sweater. When she's just wearing a shirt, she's been looking very rounded out. She stopped doing her hula hoop thing. She stopped doing her shakes that she was drinking. Hey, Bentley Dukes. Hey, love. Um, I bet she uses food to punish them. Oh yeah, it's clear she's not only using food to punish them, but they're all around just never allowed to eat. In her food halls, there's not much snacks bought, and the snacks that are bought are used they're for the kids' lunches. They're not free snacks that the kids can eat when they're sitting around the house. Clearly, this is I'm at this point now. After subscribers done got on her butt. Subscribers have been telling her for years, feed your kids. The kids need more portions. Her mother has even got on here to say, you need to feed these kids more. They're growing kids. As kids grow, they want to eat more. You cannot feed them 1 to 2 year old portions that you used to do. The kids need more food. And at this point, she said that she needed to go out and get the kids food. Sis, you get $1,500 a month in food stamps. You have a YouTube check and a man in there or a bum in there with 2 jobs. You mean to tell me that you're not able to keep food in the house, that you have to keep going out and get these kids something to eat? But when that bum wants something to eat, you go to the grocery store and you get it right for him. He wanted berries the other day. She took her butt right to HEB and got his little hippie BBL ugly bummy looking self berries, but yet the kids don't have nothing to eat there. They don't have nothing to eat there. You got 5 kids in the home and you have nothing to eat there, to where you can make them where is the meal planning? You have all week and you have $1,500 plus extra money to plan out during the month for meals to make for these kids all week. Whether it may be a quicker meal, whether it be nothing, at the end of the day, you're still feeding your kids and they're still getting well portioned meals. This should be planned out for the week. The more kids you have, the more organized you have to get. This more schedules need to be put in place. You can not just have your kids running wild all day and you're waiting till 4 o'clock in the day to figure out a meal or a dinner of what these kids are going to eat. These kids come home and they're hungry. You know this already. Plus, she gets WIC. Well, if she gets WIC, that's even more pathetic because it's just like, sis, where is all this food going? People have been saying that they're selling the food stamps, and if they are, I hope her dumb, gets reported and she gets those. And I will say that at this point now, it doesn't even matter if the food stamps get taken or not, because she's not feeding these kids anyway. She's not feeding these kids anyway. So does it really even matter at this point? Does it really matter? You bought a deep freezer. What did you just buy a deep freezer for if now all of a sudden now you act like, well, not even now all of a sudden, but you would think now that you have a deep freezer, you can store more food for during the weeks when you need meal planning or it don't all fit in your refrigerator. Sis, you have a refrigerator, a deep freezer, all these types of incomes coming in. And you mean to tell me that these kids are still going through this? That little bitty ass freezer, girl, but it's something. It's more space to store more food than she had before. So it's like, it's really no excuse. Like, come on. It's just, and she's planning on having a sixth child. That's if she's not already pregnant already. Because a lot of people have been saying in exchange for that car, Chris gave her another baby. And I will believe it. I will believe it. Because we all know the man has to be getting something or drunk off as you know what to get this to even touch this girl. And she knows it. She's bitter and she's mad that she don't have a man there consistently helping her with those kids. She's stuck at home with those 5 kids, financially doing it by herself. And now she just takes it out on the kids. She took it out on the kids when Philip went to jail. She's taking it out on the kids because Chris is not there. These kids always have to pay for her wrongdoings in her life. Her not having a man, her not having enough money, her not having enough freedom. It's all these kids' fault. It's all the time. It's these kids' fault. And now she's potentially pregnant with yet another child. And that's even more of a reason for the kids to get starved now, because she can't afford to feed all these kids. And it's clear, sis, you clearly cannot afford to feed all these kids. So why do you keep having them? What are you going to do when Legend get turns one and he's no longer on formula anymore and he has to eat regular food? So are you going to tell me that you're going to take even more food away from these kids and give it to Legend? Because we all know Legend, he gets the first picks of it all in the house. Him and Bummy, they get the first picks, and the four kids get whatever's left. The four kids always get whatever's left. The kids never get nothing. The kids got what was left of the tax money. Didn't get no shoes, didn't get no clothes, didn't get no trip, didn't get no birthday party. They didn't get nothing. These kids always get last pickings of this girl's food and this girl's money. And I'm sick of it. I really want something to be done for these kids. I really do, because enough is clearly not being done if you have a 6-year-old little girl coming on live saying she starves a lot. And it not only it's not exaggeration. It's not, oh, she's just saying it for attention, because it shows in her face and the bags under her eyes. It shows in her skinny, fragile arms, her skinny legs. And I'm sure the teachers are even questioning it, like, what is going on at home? What really is going on with these kids? And I know teachers are allowed to call CPS also. I don't know if it's not been enough for the kids. Um, I know it's not been enough for the kids to have CPS called on them before by the teacher, but really, when is enough for these kids? Just because they have a roof over their head and some food in the fridge, when does that become not enough? And she truly needs to be told by a CPS worker and be threatened by a CPS worker that if she does not feed these kids, that these kids need to go, because she clearly does not have enough money to feed these kids. And you have a man up in there and a baby up in there that's getting first pickings before these other four children, and they're left in the dust like they're nothing, just like they're left in the room all day like they're nothing. When is enough is enough? It isn't it enough to see this 6-year-old girl coming on live saying that she's starving a lot? Isn't that enough already? What more do people have to really see? What more needs to be done? What more? What more is there to be done? There's no family advocating for these kids. There's no nothing. These kids are just being left in the dust, and it seems to get worse and worse. And now there's rumors that she's pregnant again. Rumors that she's pregnant again. And I wouldn't even put it past her that she is. I wouldn't even put it past her. Y'all, we've been on here for an hour already. I had to just come on here because, seeing that live just it really got to me. I love Amaya. She's the most beautiful thing ever. I just it really got to me, her saying that she starved a lot, because I know how I feed my kids, my babies, and I know me as a mother. I wouldn't even allow that to even come out of my child's mouth in the first place. I wouldn't even let that come out of their mouth. My children are old. I mean, even tonight, my baby came home and she had already ate dinner, but she was clearly hungry again. And there was chips on the table, and she grabbed a bag of chips, and she didn't, say, "Mommy, I'm starving. Can I have this?" Or no, she grabbed the chips and she ate a couple and she put the bag back. And I'm not going to deny my child from a few chips if that means that it's less of her going to sleep hungry. Then my child's allowed to have a couple of chips before she goes to bed. It's not the end of the world. And people can say, "Oh, that's bad eating habits," or, "Oh, that." If my baby's hungry, she's going to eat. Simple and plain. I'm not having my kids go to bed hungry. I don't care what you say. I don't care what anybody says. That's just what it is. And before my baby went to bed, not right before she went to bed, but a few hours before she went to bed, she grabbed some chips after she had her dinner, and it was no problem. Like, it shouldn't be any problem. It's food. It's not that big of a deal. It's not. Kids are hungry. Kids want to snack throughout the day. Kids, it's normal. Kids are hungry. Kids love to snack. They may eat a lunch and, an hour later, mommy, can I have something to eat? Or they're reaching for some fruit, reaching for some chips. It's not the end of the world. It is not the end of the world. Yeah, I make sure my babies are comfortable. Exactly. Like I want my babies to be full, to be clean, to be comfortable before they go to bed. And that's all. And I'll do, if that means having a couple chips before bed, it's not the end of the world. As long as my babies are going to bed with a full stomach, a clean body, and a comfortable, just comfortable at peace, I don't care. And it's just sad to know that yet again, these kids are probably going to sleep tonight hungry again. And sometimes I think at night about those kids. And I think, damn, like I really hope those kids aren't going to bed hungry again. Because no child should have to go to bed hungry. It just shouldn't even be. That just watch she addresses pregnancy rumors. Yeah, she will. Oh, she will. She eventually will. What about no formula for the baby? Well, we've been knowing that she's been inconsistent. That the formula has been a problem, which I know there's been a shortage, but it seems as though the formula has been a problem for a little while now with this girl. And people have been telling her stock up on the damn formula. It like, come on, you have 5 kids. I just come on, like come on, and I'm sure Legends over there probably deprived of some formula too. But at least he's not, and he can't speak, but at least he doesn't look like skin and bones and bags under his eyes. That baby eating her boogers broke my heart. Kimberly, didn't it? I mean, it's so sad. That's how it's supposed to be: clean, well fed, and rested. Yeah, exactly. Clean, well fed, and rested. That there should be no other way. There should be no other way the kids, go to sleep. Clean, well fed, and rested. Hey Jillian, hey love, bless your heart. Just pray for them and keep hope in your heart. I will, love. It just who was eating boogers. Amaya was on live eating her boogers after she had said that she was starving, and it looked like she was eating them like they were a meal. It looked like she was trying to get a meal out of it. That poor baby eating her boogers because she was so hungry and she wanted to get a meal out of it, almost. I just, y'all, I just get so upset. Y'all, I get so upset talking about neglect and abuse of kids. I really do, because it really hurts my heart. And I know, I hate to even, fathom what these babies go to sleep thinking. And, is it ever going to get better for me? I know Amaya's like, is it ever going to get better? Or, is my mom ever probably going to give me more food? Do I have to wake up tomorrow hungry again? It's just, it hurts. It kills me, and they're not even my babies. And it kills me. And that's why I don't even like talking about this, because I really do truly feel for kids like that, especially when you're a mother and you are just the opposite of it. You have to put yourself in that child's mind, like, am I going to bed hungry again? Am I going to wake up and I'm going to have no food? Is mom going to wait till 8 o'clock tomorrow night to feed me again? And it's just once you put yourself in that mindset, it kills you even more. Y'all, hashtag save these children, y'all. Just hashtag it. And I know I may be being dramatic to some people, but I don't care. I'm very passionate about that stuff, and I'm not a, I have a man here. I have, my baby's dad here. So I'm not bitter and angry because a man's out there cheating on me or I don't have a man. But this girl is literally taking out her anger and her bitterness on her kids because her man isn't doing what he's supposed to do. Yeah, feed the children, save the children, y'all. Just say a prayer for these kids. Because, I see it getting only worse, not better for these kids. And, I really do hope it does because, no child deserves to be starved and neglected like this. Not for no man, not for no bitterness, not for nothing. These kids don't deserve to, these kids didn't, your kids don't ask to be born. You laid down and you had these kids. And it's been going on for years now, years. She uses these kids for money and they don't even see nothing of it. She gets tax money for these kids and my bad job. She gets tax money for these kids. They don't see a dime of it. She gets food stamp money for these kids. They don't see a dime of it. These kids don't see nothing from what they're helping her get, and yet she treats them like, oh well, you're a problem here. No, sis, you're the problem. You are the problem. You need to have that YouTube channel taken away. Take your sorry butt to work and get it together for these kids before you pop out yet another baby. Feed those freaking kids. Play with those kids. Love on those kids. Those kids don't even run to her for affection. They look like they're scared of her. Any mother knows that your kids run to you, all day. They're hugging, they're kissing. Kids come to you for that comfort, to show you affection, appreciation as their mother. These kids don't even come to her for any affection or comfort because they know her sorry butt isn't going to do nothing. Nothing. She don't give those kids no affection. It's bad enough she don't feed them, she don't clothe them. Bad, and she on top of it, most importantly, she doesn't even give those kids affection, love, comfort, support. That's very crucial in a hey, walk by faith, hey, love. That's very crucial in a child's development, is to have that support, comfort, that safety with their parents. And they don't even get it from their own mother. And you know what? If you don't even get it from your own mother, who are you really going to get it from? If your own mother doesn't even do that for you, who will? Who will? Girl, small birthday cakes are called smash cakes. Girl, my kids get two cakes every year. I get them a smash cake. Well, no, I did it for the first birthday. I know for the first birthday I did a regular cake and then a smash cake. But I always get cake, cupcakes, and all my baby's cakes are bakery made. I don't really do the whole grocery thing, and it's fine if you don't do bakery made cakes. But I was always raised that on birthdays, you do the bakery cakes. You put effort. Those are your babies. You want your babies to have the best. You know what it was like growing up, especially for the people that didn't, get the best growing up. You want your kids to have more. You always want your kids to have more. You always want your kids to have better. And that's what they deserve because these kids don't ask to be here. And as long as I'm here and my baby's, father, husband is here, my husband, their father is here, they will always get the best. And as much as I can give. Always. Never less. If I have to suffer, I will, but my babies will never suffer. If I have to go hungry, I will, but my babies will never go hungry. If I have to feel unsafe, I will, but my babies will never feel unsafe. And that's how any mother should be. You should be on have nonetheless energy for your babies. You brought them in this world. It's your responsibility to, hey, pretty stoner, hey, love. You bring these babies into the world. Hey, Myra. Hey, love. You bring these babies into the world. It is your job, your duty to feed, clothe, bathe, comfort, protect your babies with everything you have. And as long as they're getting whatever they need, you worry about you last. You worry about your babies first. And there's no worrying about the babies first. It's about what Jazzy wants, how Jazzy's getting pleased, what man Jazzy has at home. It's never about her kids. And oh, trust me, she will pay a price for the way she's doing these kids. Oh, she will. Karma is going to get her in the butt for these kids and the way she's treated them. And she better hope that she stays with money in her pocket. She never struggles, because I guarantee you, those kids won't care about her being hungry. Those kids won't care where she's at. Because you do your kids like that, what do you expect to get in return? What do you really expect for your kids to do for you? I've never seen kids so excited to eat like them. Girl, it's sad. I've never seen a mother so pressed about spending money on her. Girl, it's terrible. It's terrible. I have 6 kids, and every year each of them gets cakes, even if there's no big party. Girl, it should be nonetheless, it should be nonetheless. And I really pray for these babies. I'm praying for them. Our children is the greatest gift from God next to Jesus. And as mothers, we are supposed to love and adore and give them all the hugs and kisses and just put 100% into being a mother. Exactly. Nonetheless, that's what it is. Walk by faith. That's what it is. And that's what it should be every day of the week, every day of the year, nonstop till the day you die. You do whatever you can as a mother. I pray that they take everything they've been through and know what not to. Girl, I hope. I hope and pray, because I know these kids are going to have some effect from this. And, I really do hope that, most of the time when girls are raised with terrible mothers, they become terrible mothers themselves because they know no better. But I hope Kaylin and Amaya rise above this. And even Ava, I hope they all rise above this and they do better. They do, when you know better, you do better. And I hope that they do better. I really do. And I hope they put their childhood in the past, not in the past, but just, behind them, and they have, their beautiful babies, and, they never, have their babies know what it's like to starve like they did. But you guys, I'm gonna head out of here. Thank you guys so much for joining the live. Um, make sure you guys hit the like button before you guys leave. I hope everybody enjoys their week. Um, I hope everybody says a prayer for these babies because they need it. They definitely do need it. And well, I don't know what's to come. I don't know if this girl is pregnant or not, but we will eventually find out. We will. And like I said, I hope everybody enjoys their week. Hit the like button. Please stay tuned for more content I got coming out for you guys. Um, it puts me in a down mood every time. It's just every time I think about this, Jazzy and her kids, especially the babies, it puts me in just this mode of just feeling so sorry for these babies and just you know, hoping the best for them, hoping they get help, hoping they get a person that advocates for them and they truly see their way out of this. Stuff changes, I just, yes, comment down below, save and feed the children. But thank you guys so much, y'all. And like I said, I will be back for another one. Maybe, like I said, I'll try to go live tomorrow and do a live pregnancy update. Thank you, lovely Gabriel. Thank you, love. Um, she should have called him long tooth girl. He definitely does got some long, nasty old looking teeth. All right, y'all. I'm out, you guys. Thank you so much. I hope you guys enjoyed. I enjoyed this live so much. Thank you to my beautiful mods, and I'll see y'all in the next one.